edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons and for the Warriors. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
Here's Udoka. Golden State moving the ball around. Wing shot on the way. Count that one.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Giddey. Screen by Bol. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Udoka. It's Davis on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the Pistons with possession. Here's Giddey. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And there's the foul. It's on the franchise. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Giddey. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
To the paint. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
And so here is Golden State following the bucket by the Pistons. No good on the three. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Jazz in Delta Center. From downtown, Warriors with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Udoka misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bol, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now, here's Banchero. Boy, he was something else against Utah. And it's Davis with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Udoka. Boy, that win against the Jazz, he's another guy who really showed up to play. Too open that time, made it look too easy.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA, and we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Detroit. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference.
In checking out Detroit, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Fires the three. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Five to shoot. Davis with a screen on Giddey. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Inside, Davis has the upper hand. His height makes getting to his shot that much easier.
Pistons passing it around. Pass to Giddey. Wide open look, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 7.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game to attract me because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Kevin, back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Warriors, 4th.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Pass to Banchero. Loads it up for Davis. That shot off.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Into the lane. Yep, that one goes. Udoka's got 5 now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
From past the arc. Connects from three-point range.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Davis for 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 1. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Always has his head up. Giddey unselfish with it.
Here's Udoka. 5 points in the game. Banchero outside. From outside, off the mark. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons ahead, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Warriors trail. Pass to Udoka from deep. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. And you think of the great shot creators. Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
Oh, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. Great footwork will always enable you to get off your shot.
Here's Udoka. He's got 8. There's the 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Giddey the pass to Antetokounmpo. From outside the arc, makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Udoka. He's got 11. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Giddey finds Giannis. 3-pointer. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Let's keep it going from your Warriors dancers.
Checking out some stats for the franchise. He's been dominant over the last month. Right around 21 points per, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
The tray, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Back to Giddey. Fires the 3. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Well, Josh Giddey provides a Ford General's mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
Here's Bull. The Warriors making the shot. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Pistons trail by 3. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Anthony Davis, #1.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Lively finds Antetokounmpo. Pistons passing it around. Here's Lively. He's guarded by Davis. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now Davis. Lively defending. And the rejection by Lively.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. Pass to Levine. 6 to shoot. Gets a very good look and converts.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
To the inside. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Lively with it. He's guarded by Davis. Launches a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Golden State, right now they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference.
And for the Warriors, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out is just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
The three. Detroit with the rebound. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. And a wide open look for Whitmore. And again, no good by Golden State. Pistons leading by 4. Down low. No good with the layup.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
With 1 on the clock, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 4. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke.
And let's move on and see the top vote getters in this year's All-Star race.
We are really close to it now. One of my favorite events of the year. I just bought a new suit for it.
Yeah, I like the whole week and all the events on the court and off the court is going to be lit. And I bet not be on that waiting list to get into your party, Kenny.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's Giddey with the ball for Detroit. 4-point game. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Here's Bull. Nails the baby hook.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
And for Detroit. Lively against Banchero. Clock at 6. Screen by Bull. Doesn't go for him. The Warriors shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Got that one up quick. 17 points for the franchise.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
And so here is Golden State after the basket by Detroit. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Davis. Good work defensively by Lively.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Now here's Giddey. Nothing on the board. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And now an 8-point Piston lead.
And letting his offense come to him naturally. Good seeing Giddey take and make those kinds of shots.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia with great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8" but plays like a small point guard.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Banchero a screen on Giddey. Banchero outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Paolo Banchero. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
For the three. And again, Detroit with the three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Swiped it away. To the paint. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Pass to Giddey. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now Lively puts it up. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Great open look there. And that's now 19 points for the franchise.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
That one goes. Count it.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the inside. It's deflected. Now Detroit moving it up. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Rings are the thing. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said, in modern sports fandom, the tone that everybody wants to set is win the championship or nothing else matters. You don't win a championship, you're a failure. But it's really not true. It's not real life. This is not a zero-sum game. Guys, back to you.
Every win counts for something. Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Davis. And stolen by Bull. Now Giddey. Bull inside. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Pistons.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Udoka, and the layup's good off the glass. Udoka's got 10 points in just the second half.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so is Detroit going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And for the Pistons, Giddey surveying the D. No good from outside.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And for the Warriors, pass to Udoka. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Udoka, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Okay, time to take a breath, fellas. Plays like that should not happen.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Warriors trail by 12. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Bucket! Davis for 3.
Now remember, AD only made 3 3-point shots in his first 3 seasons. Trying to say that fast. So he's added that dimension to his game.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Giddey. Off target at the rim.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Banchero outside. It's good from the top of the key.
Such a nice looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
Shoots the 3. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the lane. He has 30.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And you can't teach effort. You can encourage it, but this is why you covet guys who are so self-motivated.
Shot clock at 5. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
It's so hard trying to keep Davis off the glass. He's just so big, so strong, and has the athleticism.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. 6 on the shot clock. From outside, it's off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Bull. Giddy with it. Puts up the three. And down goes the free.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
The long shot, no good. And it's Giddy with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now Giddy. Lets loose a three. No good. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Udoka. Here's Banchero. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good luck. Giannis can close space in a hurry with that length.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Pistons.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, they really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he does not hit. And it's Detroit's ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Giannis, you said these games start to matter more as you come down the stretch. Can you tell me more about that?
Just coming out here, try to play good basketball, try to play together, and try to get better. You know, we just try to get in that playoff shape and just get better.
Championship always on your mind. Thanks, Giannis.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation.